In California, climate change has heightened the severity and regularity of droughts. Over the last 20 years, the state has experienced 3 multi-year droughts, including one that's actually still ongoing. And from 2020 to 2022, the state also had its 3 driest years on record.
It would be nice to have a governor say the drought is over. But unfortunately, the complication requires nuance.
Not too long ago, I was visiting the city of Los Angeles, and I got a chance to meet an artist who's actually using his talents to shed some light on the issue.
We are in a water crisis. We're not that aware of it right now, but we will become aware as our water keeps running out, as just as we start using more of it. So this mural is like a message that we need to start conserving or start respecting our water resources.
Right. For exactly a year, Joe Bravo worked on creating Water is Life, a mural with a message located in Northeast Los Angeles.
We have to find a way with all the people that we have to, how do we conserve it, how do we work with our environment, basically. And that's what these pipes is, represent, like all the water being pumped for our fields, our agriculture. And then I have the water cascading into 2 converging waves that form a heart. In other words, Mother Nature gives us all this with love, but we just need to, be good stewards of what we're given. Like anything that's given to us, we got to take care of it. We have a new car, we take care of it, we wash it, we maintain it. So water is our most important resource, I think.
The massive painting, located on the Parkside Laundry building in Highland Park, serves as a call to action for continued water conservation and stewardship in Southern California. The mural also aims to teach people about the history of Northeast LA and its role as a reliable water source. You see, natural springs and streams used to provide water for the area's first inhabitants. But as the region developed, those sources were eventually cemented over to prevent flooding.
That's how LA really grew. Is we brought water from Owens Valley and other sources, and it allowed LA to grow because basically we live in a desert, or parts of LA is desert. Here we have some trees and green grass, but yeah, it's an arid environment here, so we have to bring outside resources. We do have some groundwater and some lakes and rivers, but it's not enough for the millions of people that we have here. I'm gonna start painting these bubbles, but they're actually raindrops.
Okay.
And how they mix with the earth. Here it's kind of blending or morphing into the earth. Rather than having it splash, I'm having the raindrops kind of morph in.
Okay.
And I did them wrong because that way it's open to more interpretation, because I want people to interpret their own. There's a lot of metaphors, I guess, and innuendos, double meanings, and so people can interpret and see certain things they want to see.
Right.
Like say the American eagle, they're going to think, oh man, it's like an all-American mural, but no, those are the bald eagles from Big Bear that had a trail cam on their nest, and they had a couple of eaglets. The Sierra Madre Mountains that surround us, they give us all this water. Nature just gives us all this with love, but it's up to us to use it wisely. Mm-hmm. And with all the people that we have in the Los Angeles area, we have to be more than wise. We have to have the will.
This mural definitely isn't a first for the 72-year-old artist. Ever since he picked up crayons as a kid, Joe's never stopped drawing. Born originally in San Jose, up in the Bay Area, Joe actually grew up in Calexico, a border town located in Southern California. As a teenager, his family moved to Los Angeles, where he went to high school and went on to win several art awards.
My brother also is an artist, so.
Were you self-taught?
Yeah, pretty much. I went to see some, but It's hard to just survive as an artist. I did murals when I was first starting out in my 20s, and I wanted to get back into it, but then I got married and I had a son, so I had to find some kind of gainful employment because murals wasn't going to do it.
With that in mind, he decided to study graphic design and commercial art at CSU Northridge. After graduating in 1973, Joe went on to build a long career as an advertising director.
This is before computers, so we had to cut and paste, everything. Anything that's printed and two-dimensional, I pretty much have done. Like I've done billboards, designed billboards and stuff.
Now, despite his success in the ad industry, Joe held on to a burning desire for artistic expression. So when he retired, he decided to pursue painting again. Back in the groove of creating art for its own sake, Joe gained notoriety in the mid-2000s for his unusual canvas of choice.
In 2007, I became internationally known for painting on tortillas. And I went to Hong Kong and exhibited there. They built a whole exhibition space for me. It was in a shopping center, which is weird because Hong Kong is like where everybody goes to shop. It's a center for shopping. So this was in a shopping mall, and the shopping malls over there are like 5-7 stories high. I mean, they're huge. So they have entertainment in there. So in the entrance, they built like a little exhibition space for me.
Though Joe still paints on tortillas and teaches painting workshops, he focuses more of his attention these days on projects like Water is Life. But work this big doesn't come without challenges.
You gotta go through meetings and, because there's a lot of requirements now. You gotta go through the Department of Cultural Affairs for anything that gets painted or printed outdoors. To get funding, I went to the local councilman's office. Then there's neighborhood council, Island Park Neighborhood Council, and they gave me some funds too. So also the owner of the building paid for about half of the wall was really messed up, and what part of it was coming on, and it was just in bad shape, so we had to pay to get the wall redone.
Right.
It's stucco and everything. So I got funds from about 4 funding sources. In May, I'll be on this working on it a year. Our first meeting across the street was in late May last year. So that's how long I've been on this.
Okay.
So I'm ready to finish it.
Now, since the publication of the video, the mural is officially finished. In fact, the community held a celebration and commemoration of Joe's work on Saturday, May 13th, 2023. If you'd like to see the finished mural yourself, don't worry, I've got links to where you can find it in the description below. And if you're new around here, let me just introduce myself real quick. My name is John Santiago, and I am the creator behind this YouTube channel. Feel free to leave me any notes that you have in the comments. And if you want to check out more from this YouTube channel, I recommend watching this video I made with a 100-year-old man. You can click that right up here.